National Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. And Clarence.
You know, Hardpan, you're turning out to be a pretty nice chap, taking all things into consideration.
Just started selling these parts, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah, you ask anybody. You say to 'em, how about old Hardpan Luke? And they'll come right back with, Hardpan's the best-hearted fella in these parts.
Yes, but look here, old chappie, do you think it's quite the decent thing to admit it?
Why shouldn't I admit it, if it's true?
Quite, yes, I see your point, yes.
And another thing. I wish you'd stop a-talking to me.
Me? What have you against me?
You're another darn foreigner and you get on my nerves.
Look here.
Now, what you mean, another foreigner? You still aiming to say I'm a foreigner?
Well, you sure don't talk like no blame United Stater.
Well, I talk a darn sight better than you do, you old coot.
We don't have much truck with outsiders in these here hills.
Well, if you don't like the way I talk...
Oh, I can stand it, I reckon. But the way this here other fella talks gives me a nasty taste in my mouth.
I do?
Reggie, don't he make you mad?
No, not at all. Barely amusing, I should say.
Now, listen to him. What is he, anyway? Some kind of a Swede?
Reggie, a Swede?
I say. No, I think he's pulling my leg.
Well, he sure looks what I've been told Swedes look like. White hair and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yes, I'm blonde right enough.
Reggie's a doggone Englishman.
Ah, you don't say. I thought for sure he was a Swede.
You're a great chap, Hardpan. Oh, hello, Jack, Mr. Anderson.
No? Well, Hardpan, have you decided to spend the night with us?
Nope.
No, you haven't? That's too bad.
Yes, we were hoping you'd stay around. Play along with us.
Oh, I reckon I'll stay around, but I ain't slept inside a house for 20 years now. I don't guess I'll start in now.
But supposing we insist.
Supposing you what?
Suppose we insist on your staying.
You ain't talking about making me a prisoner, are you?
Well, we wouldn't like to, of course.
Put him up, every one of you coyotes. Pick up his hand.
There he goes again.
If there's going to be anybody taking prisoners, I aims to be the one.
All right,
Yeah.
Hardpan. You've had your fun. Now put up your gun.
Talk about making me prisoner, will you?
Well, we wouldn't make you prisoner if we could. We don't want you.
What you mean you don't want me?
Just that we don't want you.
Well, I'd like to know why. Reckon I'm as good as any of the rest of you.
No, we don't want anybody around who can't keep his revolver in his pocket.
Yeah, someday that thing might go off in your hands, and then wouldn't you be sorry?
You don't like I should draw my gun on you?
Well, it isn't the pleasantest experience in the world.
Well, land of goodness, fellas, why don't you say so? Me, I'm the most accommodatingest man in these here parts.
Well, that's fine.
Sure am. And if you was to go up to anybody and say to him, how about Hardpan Luke? They'd come right back with Hardpan Luke's the most accommodatingest man in these here parts.
Well, in that case, how about accommodating us and putting up that gun?
Now, all right, but it goes against my principles.
Thanks. Now then, Mr. Anderson...
Did Martha and I join the party?
Oh, come along, Lita.
Yeah, come on over here, Marcia.
No, I will sit here with Mademoiselle.
Oh, shucks, now, there's lots of room right here.
There is lots of room here also. You don't need to give me a dirty look, Doc. I think Marcia's being very foolish.
You mean you're sure enough on my side about Marcia?
Oh, I'm not on anybody's side. If Marcia likes you, it's all right with me. If she doesn't like you, well, then that's all right, too. Mademoiselle is very considerate.
Yeah, but you ain't.
I never could stand women myself.
Why, Hardpan, what a thing to say.
I can't see what men see in them. Make me plumb uncomfortable.
Has not Monsieur ever been married?
Ah, another blame foreigner.
Please. I'm sorry if I disturbed you.
Dear Marcia, don't be angry with him. He doesn't like the way I talk either.
I think he's very rude.
Oh, no, but honest to gosh, Hardpan, ain't you ever married yourself a wife?
Not since I was old enough to know better.
Well, then you have been married.
Yeah, I reckon back about 30 years ago, but only for one night.
What's that? You were married for only one night.
That's what I said. And I sure found out plenty about women.
Well, it sounds interesting. You mind telling us about it?
Yeah, sure. Well, it was in one of them mining towns over west of here. Ain't there no more. I come in from all summer and fall back in the hills panning gold. It had me quite a stake. First day I was in town, I see me a gal and up and asked her to marry me.
What was her name?
I often wondered about that myself.
You mean you never found out?
Never thought of it till afterwards. Well, I went out and rented us a furnished house and put her into it. Then I went out and got drunk with the boys.
And left her at the house alone?
What else was there to do with her? She couldn't go out and get drunk with the boys, could she? The next morning, I went home. You know what that female buzzard had up and done?
Oui, I know. She have walked out on you. I would do the same myself.
Says which?
Marcia says she walked out on you.
She done worse than that. She sold all the furniture in the house and my clothes and ran off with my poker gold dust.
No, she wouldn't do that.
Oh, well, she did. And I ain't had no good word to say for women from that day to this.
Oh, but Hardpan, all women aren't like that.
Well, I ain't taking no more chances.
Oh, that's all very interesting. But, Packard, don't you think we'd better put our proposition up to Hardpan?
Yes.
I ain't interested in no proposition.
Well, you'll at least hear what we have to say.
Well, I can't see no harm to that.
You've been telling us that you know this part of the country like a book. That's true, isn't it?
I reckon I can find my way any place in Nevada blindfolded.
All right. Could you guide this party safely from the lodge to the mines at night without anyone knowing it?
What you want to go to the mines for?
Never mind that. Could you do it?
I reckon I could if I was in mine, too.
Well, will you? Now, mark you, I'll pay you well for the job.
Keep your money in your pocket, mister.
You won't even consider the job?
I ain't said either way that I recollect.
No, you haven't. Tell us, would it be much of a job?
Well, 20 miles is 20 miles anywhere. Through these mountains, it comes nearer to being 40 miles.
That's what I was afraid of.
How long would it take you to get us there? Just traveling at night?
With the women?
Well, naturally, the girls will have to go along.
Father, why are you doing this? Why don't we just stay here?
Never mind, Lita. We'll talk about that later. How long did you say it would take?
I ain't interested.
You mean that? Mr. Anderson would be willing to pay you as much as $100.
I still ain't interested.
But why?
'Cause I just plain can't stand women.
Well, Marcia and I can't stand you either, so it's mutual, Mr. Hardpan.
Says which?
I said you're a little dried-up shrimp, and we don't like you either.
Lita, please.
Put 'em up. Reach for this ceiling.
Here we go again.
Yeah, ain't no female in the country can call me a dried-up
Yeah,
shrimp.
don't let him shoot me.
It's all right, Lita. It's all right. He won't shoot.
I want you to know I got more sap than a whole woods full of maple trees.
Yes, we know. You're the biggest sap of them all. Now put up your gun and let's go on with our business.
Well, I don't aim to take no sass from no tow-headed female.
I thought you weren't going to pull that gun out of your pocket again.
Did I say that?
You did?
Well, in that case, I'll put it back. Never say Hardpan Luke don't keep his word. Why, you can ask anybody around here. How about Hardpan Luke? And they'll take
Yes,
you.
well, we know. They'll say that Hardpan Luke is the best feller for keeping his word in these parts.
Well, blame if they won't.
Yeah, that's a good feller. Now sit down again.
Oh, that awful gun pointing at us. Mademoiselle, I think this man is a little bit crazy.
Oh, shucks, he's all right. Just a little bit touched about pulling his weapons on folks.
Well, me, I would not be left alone with him. I should say not me. Me either. I just assumed that... Oh, mademoiselle.
Listen to that, Hardpan. That's our mountain lion.
Blame Painter, all right.
Probably the same fellow that was screaming around the house last night.
I reckon he's an old granddaddy. Ain't very far off, neither.
Well, he weren't far off last night. He climbed up a tree and looked in Marsh's window.
Oh, I do not want to think about it. I wonder if he's going to keep that up all night tonight again.
Reckon I'd like to go out and take a shot at him if I had a rifle.
We've got rifles.
Well, do you think we ought to let him do that, Packard?
If he wants to go out and face that mountain lion, who are we to stop him?
Yes, but once he gets outside...
Don't mind that. You really want to go out, Hardpan?
Yeah, I reckon so. I hate the dirty varmints, worse than women even.
All right. Here's my rifle.
Oh, that's mighty obliging of you.
Man, he sure is asking for it.
Help me shoot these bars back on the door.
Yep.
Don't go out if it isn't safe, Hardpan.
Oh, women.
All right, here you are. Oh, just a minute. You'll come back and tell us what happened.
Yeah, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Good. Good luck.
Why'd you let him go, Packard? Now he's got away from us.
You think he won't come back?
He's a spy for the enemy as surely as I'm standing here.
Then why didn't he offer to take us to the mine? Would have been a good opportunity to lead us right into the enemy's camp.
Oh, maybe he was just stalling to make it look better.
So that's what you was talking about leaving the lodge for. To test him out.
Yes.
I tell you, Packard.
Jack, the cougar's got him.
Further transcribed adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you tomorrow at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Boles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie York. Frank McCarthy speaking. This program came from New York. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.